All right, so I just want to document my first attempt at making JMS. So I got a 5-gallon bucket. It's got about 4 gallons in it. I've mixed 3 teaspoons of salt, sea salt, and it doesn't taste very salty. Now that was based upon my math from the ingredients that I got out of the book. Doesn't seem like it's that much, but we're gonna go with it. Here's my potatoes currently starting to boil that I'm going to add into the mesh bag. I got some leaf mold from an old rotting bale of hay that I'm going to use as my inoculant. It's probably not the best, but with the rocky soil around here, I was struggling to find anything adequate. So we're gonna go with this. Being my first attempt, I don't have very high expectations, but we will see how it goes. We mashed up boiled potatoes, and I'm gonna knead it into the water as instructed. Okay, it pretty much, all of it came out into the water, and it's just this milky, kind of cloudy water. All the potato came out of the mesh bag. So now we're gonna add the leaf mold and the rock, and then I gotta suspend it with a stick in here. So here's my bucket of leaf mold. I gotta put this camera down to find the good stuff, and then we'll get back to it. So here it is. I don't know if you can see it. That's stuff I wanted to get in there. So we're gonna go. All right, so, and it also said to knead that, so now the water is definitely brown, and then I'm gonna add my rock for weight. So it's like compost tea. I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like that, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna tie it up, and then I'm just gonna sit and wait. Okay, so here is the result. Now, I'm concerned because this water doesn't look like the water that I've seen in other people's stuff. So, I don't know. It's got the sea salt, the leaf mold, the potatoes, the rock for weight, and the water. Hopefully, we're doing this inside because it's more consistent temperature. We're probably at least 70 degrees in here. So hopefully 3 days, this will look like it's supposed to look. Okay, I just had to show you this. We are a little bit over 24 hours in, maybe 30 hours, but it's looking exactly like it's supposed to. It's bubbling. Got that foam on the top, with the exception of the water being dark. Kind of being quiet because it's like 10:15 at night and everybody's sleeping. But if I could get some comments about the way the water looks, if you guys made it and your water's brown, let me know. But it's looking exactly like it's supposed to look. So pretty excited. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Go from there. Shoot, dang, this is active. Look at that foam, it's thick. And you can tell that it's still active because of that gap right there between the barrel and the foam. And when that starts to break up and go away, that's when apparently it's done, or it's out of food and it's gonna fizzle out. So you need to use it right away. We're somewhere in the second day-ish. So this may go a little quicker than 3 days. Current temp, who's this? We're about to have some thunderstorms tonight, maybe tornadoes. So anyways, just giving you an update on the JMS. It is looking good. Hopefully it works well. All right, so Hey everybody, so I made JMS and I think today is the day. So the thing about JMS is you need to use it when it's alive and thriving. If you let it go a day late and it dies, it's pretty much pointless. So I'm either going to try to use it today or tomorrow at the latest. We'll go in and take a look at it here in a minute. But first, I'm going to check my JLF. Now, this has been in here for, goodness, 8 months. First time I'm opening it up. Oh, gnarls. Look at that. There's a lot of white mold on the top of that. So, I'm going to get my mixing stick, mix it up, and get a little bit in a bucket. Let me flip this camera around. Hold on. All right, so you guys can see it a little bit better. Closer look at that. It's thick stuff. My mixing stick. Now this is the JLF I used last year. All the stuff around the yard, and let's give it a little mix so I can get some. Look at that. I pulled that up from the bottom. Whew. Smells like fertilizer. That is for sure. It doesn't smell bad. I mean, it smells like green fertilizer. All right, so we are gonna try to get a little bit of this. Okay, don't need much. Okay, back on there. It back on. Okay, so we are 2 hours short of 3 days. And I did move the bucket a little bit. That's why you see that gap right there. But you can see that it's primarily all foamed up all the way around. And I think the next step is going to be it's going to start to break down. So it's important to use this JMS when it's alive and going good. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to use it today on day number 3. So we're going to take it downstairs and we're going to get to diluting it and putting it out into the garden. Okay, so here we are in the basement. Let's get this lid off of here. Take this. Oh gosh, it's always craziness. All right, so basically I'm just gonna pull this bag out. I mean, I've never seen this done before. I don't really know. This is the bag with the rocks in it, the soil, and what's left of the potato mash. So I'm gonna just take that out and set it over here in a different bucket for now. I can't get this wood. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and see what this looks like. Kind of stir it up. And again, not sure if you're supposed to. Smells weird. Not bad, not good, just weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I do not have a good delivery method to get this out to the garden, so everything's gonna be by hand. This is my first attempt at making JMS. I've got my JLF from last year here, and I have an empty bucket. So my plan is to dilute this into 4-gallon buckets and then transfer it to wherever I need it to go. So it says in the book to dilute it at least 10 times, or 10 to 1. So in 4 gallons, that would be a quart. Well, that's gonna be more than 10 times, less than 20 times. So that is the plan. So 4 cups, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then for the JLF, it says 1/3 of a cup, which is the second line right there. So we're gonna go with like a 1/4. Here we go. 1/4 of a cup of JLF, which is gonna put this roughly at 200 to 1 for 4 gallons. I'm gonna go fill this up with water and then we'll get to the delivery system. All right, so that's what it looks like with approximately 4 gallons of water diluted. So that's JMS diluted at probably about 15 to 1, and JLF at 200 to 1 in 4 gallons of water. Now my delivery system, I'm gonna just use this bucket to water it. I don't have a huge garden at this point, and I'm just gonna pour it in there and then water it with my garden. For my sprouts and my little pots, I am going to use this cloth. Gosh, why is the name of this cloth avoiding me right now? Shoot, dang it. Anyways, it'll come to me. I'll put it in the description, but this, or on the video, this cloth over that, and then pour it in there to strain out all the chunks so I can use that sprayer. That's my plan. I'm not gonna bore you with all the watering and all the stuff.